Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of Farming Simulator 25 here on our Frankenmuth Farming Map. I just want to show you the moon. Okay, we have been busy. We are already almost at 10:30 at night. There's been a lot of work done. So, biggest thing that kept us busy today was the green bean harvest that we did on, I think, not, was it this field? Yes, it was this field. So it's field number 20 and it's a big one. So yeah, we ended up harvesting this whole field. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's almost one of the biggest ones on the map anyway. But yeah, I ended up doing it myself to get as much money from that contract as possible. Even though it looks like we don't have money, it is in the bank. So I'm trying to keep that loan as low as possible for now, just for the interest on the loan. And other than that, we did a couple of other contracts. There might have been some cultivating ones and things like that, but yeah, in the end, we got some good money. I think we are able to work with about almost 260,000. Update on the mod side. I got a new mod that shows us a little bit more information. So it shows us that we're in September, but it says year 2, so we are in the second year of the farm, even though it feels like it's been longer with all the work that we've been doing. And then it also gives us some information about the temperatures and things like that. So that's actually quite a nice thing to have. I was afraid of getting lost with the years, especially. So it's nice that we have that. I also downloaded a mod to move buildings because I wanted to move the chicken pen. I ended up trying it, moving the chicken pen. Unfortunately, the chickens stayed behind. So, yeah, they were just clucking away there in the middle of nowhere after I moved the building. So I realized, okay, we won't be able to do that. So I moved it back. I had a pretty good reason for wanting to move it. Because we're thinking of getting goats and buffaloes, and I was playing with the idea that the field next to this won't be big enough, but we'll just have to make that work because our chicken pen is in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, we'll use this space for some other buildings that I also have planned. So but it was quite a good laugh having those chickens there in the middle of nowhere. They stayed there, they didn't run away. So they kind of knew their space or their place, but yeah. Other than that, I did a little bit of landscaping. I don't have the free landscaping mod, and I feel like we have to pay for what we want to do around the farm, so I pay for it. Just got a little bit of well, pavement here, just so where we move, kind of those spots I'll fix later because the pallets were here, but at least now we can move around without driving over the grass and things like that. So it looks a little bit better and I like it this way. We can later add some other stuff once we know we have more or less the buildings in there that we want to. And we can pretty it up a bit. So, but it looks a bit better, and now we can move around nicely around that area. So that's good. Other than that, if we hop into our productions, with that green bean work that we did, or that field that we harvested, we're making jarred green beans. So we got about 30,000, 31,000 liters off that field, and the other small field that we also did. The workers did that one. So we got that in bonus yield, and yeah, we're just gonna make green beans off that and see if we can make a little bit more profit than just selling the green beans straight off. Our eggs is still looking good for now, and our Napa cabbage is running a bit low. So what I did was I loaded the truck with 2 pallets of Napa cabbage that we had here on the farm at the greenhouse, And I also put 1 pallet of eggs on there, so we're quickly going to take that over there. Other than that, the small preserved food must just run out of what it's busy with. Small sawmill is doing good, big sawmill is doing good. I can't remember if this happened. I think this happened off camera, but I just got a bit of trees in there so that we can keep that sawmill going, because that's a big part of our money at this point. Canola is still looking good. We still have a little bit in our silo that we can also get over there, but we don't have to worry about that now. Greenhouses, water levels are fine. I think I put a little bit of sorghum in here of one of the fields that we harvested, but obviously it ran through that, so I'm just going to deactivate that. Other than that, the rice is still going and our wheat is still going. We still have a lot of wheat that we can bring over to that grain mill, so I'm not worried about that at all. We'll probably run year around, or at least for a big part of it. Yeah, I think that is basically it on our productions. Other than that, the animals, oh yeah, just need to look at the chickens. They're still off on food, but I think it would be best if we just get a little bit in there, just so that we know there's no issues with that. So we can just quickly run over and do that. We still have barley in our silo. Just want to get the lights on. This is actually the first time that we're here at night, so yeah, but that's green bean harvest kept us busy for quite some time. Just fill this up. We want some barley, but we don't want too much. That should be enough. I don't want to put too much in there, because I suspect it can still only take 22,000 liters, so this should top that off. I just don't want anyone to run out of food, or any of the productions to run out of materials overnight, although there's not much left of the night. But anyway, let's just get to where we need to be. Okay, explain this to me. Hopefully I didn't break this when I painted over it, but I doubt it. We just have to. But now it's me reversing with this trailer again, you see. How long is this going to take? So I'm going to have to go that way, I think. No, we're going to have to try this again. Otherwise we're going to spend the rest of the night trying to figure this out. No. Just turn. And then we'll go back. Can't be broken. I mean, honestly, I didn't even really paint over that bit, so just try to get a bit closer. There we go. Just have to be really close. And let's see how that looks. Okay, yeah, no, still 22,000 liter capacity, so we got that up to almost full. Don't have to stress about that anymore. Starting to wonder if that barley is going to be enough to last us until the next harvest season, but hopefully it will. At least with those entrances being painted now, it's easier to find them. That's also nice. I left this outside because I knew we would probably want to feed the chickens. Let's get that, and we'll shut that off and turn it off. Shut it on, turn it on. Get the lights off. There we go. I think it's necessary we'll close the front door. Okay. And then we can quickly just run this little bit of Napa cabbage and eggs over to our production. Okay, so other than that, there's not much to say. I do want to tell you that I am trying to save up to buy field, I think it's number 11, the grass field. And I want to bankroll that. So I think I mentioned this before. So we're currently at about 260,000, like I said, and we need, I think it would be best if we have around about 400,000, because apart from buying the field, I want to buy that field and that small part where we want to have the buffaloes and the goats. So once we have those two fields and we bank loan roll them, and we get that capital basically back in loan, then I want to buy the goat pen, get that up, and get some goats in there, and we're going to use that grass field to basically make hay and feed them. So there's a couple of pieces of equipment that we're going to need. A baler, and I'm not bargaining on another tractor, although we'll probably need one. The poor Voltra is going to work really hard to get everything done, but yeah, we'll probably use the Voltra for that. And I'm going to buy a small baler. I'm thinking of doing round bales. I always do square bales, and I just feel like round bales will be cool. So, and it seems to be a bit cheaper with the equipment that we buy. So I already did a bit of sums and calculations and things, so I think we should be fine if we have around about 400,000, and as long as the bank keeps playing along with the bank rolling, then we're going to get that started. And what else did I want to say? Oh, I also checked out a mod that stores bales basically on the farm, and it's not gonna cost us much, so that's fine. But the problem is, on the pictures they show square bales and they don't show round bales, so I'm a little bit worried that it won't take round bales. But on the other hand, I mean, they didn't specify to say it's only square bales, so I'm kind of going with the thing about they would have told me if it was only square bales. So we're gonna try and see if we can buy that to more easily manage the bales and kind of have it in a storage instead of just lying around the farm. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So let's go over to the next month. We still need to do some contracts. There's no contract work that we want to do. All of this is vegetables, so hopefully in the next month we still get some good contracts so that we can make a bit of money to get our goats going. I want that as soon as possible. Would have actually liked to have had it much sooner, but you know what, we're just going along and trying to get things as soon as possible. But the sooner they kind of reproduce and we get some higher numbers, it will be good for us. Okay, so loan is almost 4,700. Property maintenance that I couldn't or can't remember, 300 and something, and something else that I never read because it's the smallest amount. Okay, so welcome to October. Apparently there's some rain coming today. So if there are contracts, we'll just have to be careful. What's that? Sunflowers. You see the sunflower stuff and that. So we're definitely going to do that. I'm not even going to hesitate about this. We want those. And then the plowing one. No. I'll think about that one, but that takes so much time. We'll see about that one. Okay, let's just see if everything survived through the night. Okay, so the wood chips ran out there, but I don't think we're gonna bring the wood chips over there anymore. We'll rather sell off the wood chips. Okay, so the stones, I'm gonna have to figure out those stones at some point. Let's just deactivate this because I don't think that is even worth trying to do that. Okay, so all of that's still fine. The greenhouses are fine. The oil mill is fine. Preserved food. Oh, that's the small one. Big one. Okay, so there's a little bit of Napa cabbage left. Hopefully we got some pallets overnight. We're going to struggle at the beginning a bit to keep up with that. Apparently they run through eggs quite quickly too. Sawmill. Both are doing fine. They just need to build up as much as possible. If we look at this, we have quite a bit of products that we can sell, but most of them, I don't even think there's anything for October. November, we can sell eggs, but we don't want to sell eggs because we're using that in production. December, I think we should be able to sell wood chips. Okay, no, it's January. So January, it seems like there's quite a bit of products that we can sell should we want to sell it. Yeah, you see we use most of the flour. We're not going to use the barley because we feed the chickens with that. Okay, so no, not really anything for January. February, we can do the Napa cabbage. That should... No, not Napa cabbage. We want the kimchi. That's March. So March, we should be able to have a lot of kimchi that we can sell. We'll do the cement bags and cement bricks then. Wood beams. You see, I want that sawmill to keep going because the higher we can get that amount, the more money we can bring in March. Apparently we still have a little bit of sunflowers in our silo. Spinach bags is March. They should hopefully be done processing by then, so that we can sell all of it. There's still a little bit of carrots. Thanks long. You see, that's also a big one for March. I think March is going to be quite a big month for income for us, as well as the jarred green beans. So that's kind of what's happening. Let's hop over here. So I'm going to get these contracts started and then I'll bring you back. Welcome back. So we got done with the sunflower contract, and I don't know, I'm not quite fond of this trailer. Basically it has 3 bins. Now I'm used to the one with 2 bins, and I think 2 is more than enough, but I mean having the, I don't know, it's like a large one at the back, a small one in the middle, and a medium one in front. But anyway, I guess it is what it is. They want us to unload at our oil mill that we placed. So that kind of helps because I want to use the bonus yield that we kind of get out of the contract as for making oil in any way. So that kind of helps. There's a middle one. There's still about 5,000 liters in the combine standing on the field. I was a bit hasty. But hopefully the 5,000 that's left is ours. Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll quickly run over and fetch that. I like this truck. We are gonna buy one of our own. Our pallets are stacking up nicely there. So yeah, clearly as you can see, I'm starting to get a little bit desperate for money. It's easy to see when I do. We took that plowing contract in the end, but I've got a worker doing it. I'm not doing it myself, so we might not be making as much money off that contract as we would have liked. The sunflower one that we're currently busy with, I ended up doing myself because I took the truck up there and I found the harvester in the ditch. So I decided, okay, well, if that's the game we're gonna play, I'm rather gonna harvest that field myself. And yeah, it went quite quickly actually because it's a big header. on that harvester, so I harvested that, and our cotton is still busy. If I look at the percentage, I think we're supposed to be close, but I was up there a little bit ago and they still had quite a bit to harvest off that field, so that's probably going to take a little bit of time still. And of course with that we're just going to get a little bit of bonus yield which will come in as bale sales. So I hope we get a little bit of that. I have not yet checked if anything else popped up because I know there's more sunflower fields. So I'm hoping that we get those ones as well. So we'll have to speed up time a bit and just see what we can possibly get while we still have the equipment. And then of course if we get more cotton we'll finish the sunflower contract, and if we get the sunflower contract we'll finish the cotton one, just to have space to be able to take the other contract. I just want to make sure that I use the correct entrance because I left the harvester at the entrance to make it a bit easier to get the last bit. I think everything should be able to go into one bin. Okay, our harvester is empty. What I'm gonna do is I'm quickly gonna pop by the farm because we still have a little bit of sunflowers in our silo on the farm. So I'm gonna grab that 2000 liters and take that over to the oil mill as well, and then we can process that into sunflower oil as well. So I'm quickly gonna head over there and then I'll see you in a bit when we get to the oil mill. Okay, so we're here. Just quickly want to see that we get this over the unloading zone. It's a bit of a tight turn, I have to say. And with the road being right there, it doesn't help much. At least the traffic is kind of working with me and not against me. Okay, so now we just need to get over to the right bin. So that's about 7,400 liters that's going in here. Okay, and then we'll just hop into our oil mill. We'll activate that. So at least there's 8,000 liters in total that we can process into sunflower oil. So we'll get about 4 pallets from that. So that's not bad, I have to say. Every little bit helps, living off the scraps of our neighbors. And then I just quickly want to see how much rain we're going to get. Okay, so the rain's going to be at 12 o'clock. And it will have sun after that, sunshine after that. So I think we will be able to... I'm just going to shut this off. So let's speed up time a bit, just so that we can see what happens. I don't want to go too far into the day because that plowing contract is going to take a minute. I think we should go past the rain and then we can at least line up some contracts for the day. Okay, should be starting to rain soon. There the rain comes. And there the rain goes. Okay, so we'll stop there. Okay, let's have a look. So cultivating, that's going to be nice. We'll definitely take those ones with the biggest cultivator that we can find, which will most likely be one of those. Harvesting, Okay, so we have another cotton one, soya beans, sunflowers. Okay, that's a bit of a predicament because I'm gonna have to let something go. So we'll most likely be skipping. Okay, technically I can do this with the MacDon, the soya beans. But as far as I know, the game doesn't allow you to use the MacDon on contracts for harvesting, which is a bit odd. So I don't want to take the chance. So I think we'll rather do 36 and 38 and then we'll skip 31. If we have to lease that equipment again, yeah, we're gonna pay about $1,000. Another plowing one. Right. So we'll take that one. Once the other one is done. Oh, and we'll definitely help with the sowing. A Falfa on field 1. Okay, no, this looks good. We might be making a lot of money. I'll see if I can maybe do most of the work in these contracts. Harvesting, so this one we do not want to complete, so we'll just have to wait for our cotton one to finish up, and then we can take the other sunflower one also going to the oil mill, so any additionals will just stay in there and we'll produce that into sunflower oil as well. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with the contracts and I'll bring you in at some point so that we can have a look where we are. See you in a little bit. Welcome back. So it's been a bit since I recorded, but we are still busy with some contracts. So we finished up the plowing one. It didn't go that bad. I just had to help at the end because the worker ended up in a ditch again. So I just plowed, I think, 2% of the field and that was done. And we're currently busy cultivating, as you can see. We also finished the sowing contract and this small harvesting one that which we harvested soya beans, and we also finished the contract, the other one for sunflowers. So I just want to make the turn and then I'll quickly hop into the oil mill production. I'm just doing this blind. I don't have the GPS activated. So if we hop in here, we can see, okay, sunflowers, we have 13,300 sunflowers to work through for sunflower oil. And looking at this, we might almost be able to make that last pallet, but we won't be able to. But you never know, in the future somewhere we will get another harvesting contract for sunflowers, so it's fine. And then I have good news and I have bad news. Currently, looking at our bank balance and what we will be able to loan or take out on the loan, we will be able to buy our grass field. And hopefully the bank borrows us that same amount back. If it doesn't, we're gonna have a little bit of shall we call it a belt tightening winter. But if they do, then we will be able to start with our animals. So I'm thinking of getting the goats first and just getting all the equipment that we need for the grass field. So we're going to need the mower for the MacDon, and we're going to need a baler and a windrower and a tedder. So there's a couple of things that we're going to have to buy. Luckily I checked and the Voltra can basically handle all of it. So, and well, the tedder and the windrower can be handled by even our little special tractor, so that won't be a problem at all. And then we can get working on the grass field. Now, other thing is, our grass field is almost ready for harvest. So if we hop in here growth, it is like in the last growth stage, so it will most likely go over to being harvestable tomorrow or in November. So it will be best if we buy it now, then at least we can start working on that field almost immediately and get the grass off that to get it to our goats. So yes, we are gonna spend a little money, but you know what? We need to spend money to make money, and at this stage we have to spend a little bit more, but at some point we will pay back the loan. Just want to collect that one and just hop over to C. Field 21. Just want to go to the correct place. Oh, it's over there. So yeah, that's what's been happening. Looks like everything is going to go well for us to get to around about 160,000 if I have it correct. Maybe a little bit more. There's still a fertilizing contract that I want to do. We might end up taking the last cotton harvest, even though it's a small amount. Every little bit helps. And I skipped the last plowing one because I'm not sure I want to plow another field, but we might end up taking that one as well. I just want to get the cultivating out of the way because there were quite a few contracts for cultivating that I just wanted to get done. Yeah, and then we will see. Oh boy, okay, never, at least I didn't hit the car, but I went through the ditch anyway. So I'm gonna continue on and get us that last bit of money, and then we can spend it. Exciting times. Love spending the bank's money, even though I know we have to pay it back in the end, but it's fine. I think once we have some of the animals up and running and we can produce milk and make some products of that, it will assist us a lot in making a little bit more money. And there's still a lot that we want to buy and do on this map, so we have to grow our farm quite a bit still. But slowly but surely we are getting there, even though we are using a lot of the bank's money. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, welcome back. It's been a minute, but we are done with most of the work that we wanted to do. I took that last plowing contract as well, so we're gonna collect on that. So what we, oh boy, okay, so this cultivating one just popped up. That's not happening now, I think. I don't know, we'll see. Deadwood, the vegetables that we're not doing, that stone picking one came up, but we will be working right through the night if we take that one, and then the wood transport that we don't really do. So that is it for contract. So if we look at our bank balance, 200,000 bucks. So here comes the fun. First of all, before we do all of that, we have a little bit of work to do. So I've kind of staged everything. We want to fill up. Oh my. Okay, so this is gonna take a minute to find our wheat. I just want to fill up the grain mill because yeah, it's not running low per se, but we are using a lot of wheat So, and there's enough space for about 28,000 in there, and this trailer takes 28,000, so that suits me. So we're just taking it out of here, and we're gonna hop over next door and drop it off at a very slow pace. Talking about a slow pace, that last plowing contract was taking a bit too long there in the end, so I quickly finished it up. I don't know, that guy was reversing. I don't know where he was going, so I don't know if he was plowing up, reversing back, and plowing up. I don't know. That's what it looked like to me, so I just took over. And we quickly finished that one up. Otherwise, I would have still been waiting for him. Okay, let's have a look at our production. Quick grain mill. Ta-da! Nice and full on that. I have been looking at this. We're going to need a bit more rice fields, but we'll get another one. I'm thinking of turning one of the small fields. I can't remember. I think it's number 18 that we can possibly switch over. Okay, then you'll see that I have loaded up our international with all our flour, because we have run out of rice flour in our preserved food. And I also have 3 pallets of Napa cabbage on here, and I think 2 pallets of eggs. Yes, 2 pallets of eggs. So we are quickly gonna take that over to the preserved food. I just want to shut that engine off, because I mean diesel is expensive enough. Oh boy, give me a minute, let me just find my way. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this over there. Just driving over the grass apparently. Okay, I think everything is strapped down. I strapped them down like row for row, so I might have missed something, but it doesn't look like it. Why are you on this side of the road? Okay, so we'll get in here. We'll just go, oops, wrong one. There, all that goes. And there all that goes. Easy. I kept you from the difficult part, which was actually loading it. But anyway, but it is fun to load it. I prefer it that way. I don't want to turn on automatic distributing, because I like loading the pallets myself. So what have we got here? Okay, so this is all the noodle soup. Making a nice amount of that. Our kimchi is also here. And our canola oil is looking good. So we haven't made any sunflower oil yet, but soon, looks like. Okay, so we got that done. Other than that, I don't think there's much to do. That stones, I know. We need to do something about that. Our rice, well, we don't have any more than that, so it just has to go through that for now. I just want to see nothing else is turned on. Okay, our water levels in our greenhouses are fine. Our oil mill is fine. I thought I haven't brought over the other 11,000 of canola. We did. Forgot about it. Anyway, so that's all we have. So once we're done with that, we're done. I think we're gonna run out before next harvest season. So our old preserved food factory, that's still going like a Boeing. The new one, at least we have a bit more eggs in there now. Our flour is looking good. Our rice flour is not looking good, but at least we have some in here now again. And other stuff, garlic, chilies, and spring onion is still fine. Napa cabbage, we didn't make much of a difference, but at least hopefully that gets us through the night. Hope so. It's going to be difficult keeping this up and running. We might need another greenhouse. And our sawmills are still doing good. Okay, so this is where the fun starts. We are going to buy some property because we have enough money now. So let's do this. We are going to go into here and we are looking at this 11 and we want to buy, so that's 308 and we want to buy 53, that's 70. So we need about 37, let's make it 390 for now. So we're gonna go over to their finances and we're just gonna borrow away. So 390. I wonder how far we can go. Okay, not much further than that. So we're gonna keep it there for now. Hop back in farmland. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to the animals. So we're gonna buy that and we're gonna buy that. So we're starting to earn a little bit more. We have all of this now and we have that little one over there. So number 18 is the one that I'm possibly thinking of turning into a rice field. I think that will give us hopefully enough rice, and the problem is then we have to find another field for canola. This one looks a bit too small. That one is a little bit too big. I'm thinking we might get this field. I have no idea what the workers are going to do in there and if they're going to do a good job, but I think that might be a good option for a canola field. But we'll still look at that and see when we have some cash flow. Maybe by next season we can buy that and plant it with canola as well. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are down to 13,000 in the bank. And I think we have done everything that we can do today. I'm going to skip those last two contracts. Hopefully, maybe they pop up again tomorrow. Or in November. We're getting to the winter months now. So I'm thinking I might just leave the international here. We do own all of this, so we can leave it here. Doesn't matter. And then we're gonna head over to our farm. Just wanna go to hotspots. Is it? Our chickens are still doing fine. I can show you. They are happy. So our well, chicks, shall we call them chicks, are 2 months old now, and their puberty is at 33%. So I'm guessing, well, based on that, they're gonna have to get to 6 months before they will start making or producing eggs as well. We are over here. I just want to actually check in on them after I moved their building away and they were left outside fending for themselves. Thank goodness autosave is off. Oh, which reminds me, autosave is off. So there's little chickens and the big chickens. We don't have a rooster, didn't buy one. Didn't feel it was necessary, so anyway, they seem to be doing good. All looks fine in here. Hopefully none of them escaped through the door. Well, if they didn't escape when the whole building was moved, I guess they will not escape when the door is open. So that looks good. Their food level is still fine. They're almost at 19,000 and we can get 22,000 in there, so that's all good. They might increase the capacity of the food once those other 200 chickens also reach puberty. So that was October. Say goodbye, October. Let's go see if the bank borrows us more money in November. So we are gonna sleep. I wonder if we're gonna get snow. I think we might only get snow in December. Did get a bit of rain apparently. Okay, no, just dead grass for now. Still 20 degrees Celsius, I'm guessing, and 9 minimum. So yeah, it's still hot enough. I wonder. Let's see what happened over here. Food's still good with the chickens. Let's quickly open here. I'm gonna have to do something about those stones. Our grain mill is fine. Our greenhouses are doing quite well. Canola is dropping a bit. Sunflowers is dropping a bit. That is still going. It's probably going to be going for jarred green bean. We probably ran out of green beans. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, they're all gone. So we can deactivate that one. Kimchi is still going. None of them are giving me any red indicators. We are not producing enough eggs, are we? Okay, so hopefully once those 200 chickens get up there, my goodness gracious. Napa cabbage, we're out again. That's the level we were at when I realized, oh my goodness, we need Napa cabbage over there, and we took those 3 pallets over. So we are right back where we started. Rice flour, that's also running a bit low. Okay, so we have a little bit of work to do there. Okay, we'll sort that out just now. I just want to hop over to the chickens and just see. Okay, we do have a little bit of eggs that we can bring over. And then I just want to see how much Napa cabbage we have. 2 pallets. That is not gonna cut it. We need another greenhouse. Okay, let's see if the bank has been lenient with us. I wonder if it's gonna top. Okay, so 350. 350. We spent 308 and 70. I think we might have reached the limit. We might have reached the limit of the loan that we can take. 1955. Why would they stop it there? Because we should have been able to take out at least 370. Why would they stop at 1955? Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a predicament. Hopefully we can work with that. Luckily we're going to do round bales. Okay, so one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to try and figure out if the storage that I want to use can take round bales. So I'm going to do that, and then in the next episode we will be eating our goats. For now I just want them, and I want to feed them and keep them happy so that they can produce milk. And then once we have enough money, we can get the dairy production and have that going. But it's going to take a while for them to get good enough numbers and good enough amount of milk to be able to run the dairy. And hopefully we can start with the buffaloes as well. I was hoping if the bank was playing along that we could get buffaloes sooner than later, but I don't think that's gonna happen. One thing that we might get before all of that, I just want to see if we can buy it, because it's not on the map itself. I did check the used vehicles before we went over. This is for square bales, right? Yeah, this is the nice one. Okay, so if all else fails and we are not able to do round bales, we might be getting this one. This is square bales. It's the nice one. So we can get that at a very good price. I mean, 50% off. We'll be using it quite a bit, so we might pay a lot of repairs on it, but I mean, we really have to do square bales. We can buy this. That's fine. This is an interesting little thing. What the heck is this? Look at the nose. What's the horsepower on this? 98 horsepower. My word. Is oh, you can put a bull bar on it? That's just odd. 3 point. Okay, well, don't know what you're gonna drag around with that, but anyway, it's cute. Oh, and you can have a weight on it. Well, I guess you'll have to have a weight on it. Anyway, done playing around. Okay, so what I wanted to do was construction. I just want to see under factories. I want to see if we can place a toy maker. So that we can rather use our wood for that. Tailor, debris, rope, cooper, tailor, bakery, potato, dairy, preserved food, soup, bakery, spinnery, preserved food, carpentry. No, we can't. Aww. That's just sad. So we will not be making easy money with toys. Unless it's made under something else. Tailor shop, dairy, potato. Okay, I'm gonna look into this and see what I can find. I honestly thought we would be able to... Under... It's not that, it's not that, that's furniture. That's the dairy we want to buy. 210,000. I like the look of it, so I'll rather buy that one than the other one, because the other one looks like a proper production, you know. Where is it? It doesn't look as nice. Now I'm gonna have to... Now I'm looking for two things. Spinnery, tailor shop, debris. You'll see it in anyway. Tailor shop, bakery. That's the other dairy one. I think I like the other one better, but we'll see. Food. Spinnery. Okay, I guess that's fine. What else do we have for factories on the map? I don't think we have anything that I want to get into now, except like maybe we can do the bakery at some point. Carpentry, cooper, rope maker, tailor shop, wagon builder. I don't know if we're gonna do the wagon builder because that requires the rope maker. And we can do this. Planks. Maybe at some point we can buy the cooper. Much does it cost? 300,000. Okay, some point in the distant future. Anyway, so I'm gonna continue on for now, and then in the next episode we will be getting um, our goats at least, and we'll start working on that grass field of ours, which should be ready for harvest. So yeah, we'll be working on that with our new equipment, depending on whether our storage can hold the round bales. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, we might buy that baler that's on special at the moment. We'll have to keep an eye on how much we spend, because we can only spend so much. And then we'll have to start making some good money, which will only be after winter. So we have to keep enough money to survive through winter. And yeah, I think if we look in our finances, I mean, max value for all the products that we have and can sell is 400,000. So I think we might be just fine. I want to keep that till March, see if the prices go up more. So yeah, there is some good money in here, and we just have to hold out until we can sell everything. And yeah, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, and you can always subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And yeah, if you want to get notifications whenever I upload any videos, you're welcome to click on the notification bell. And yeah, it's been fun. We've been working quite a bit and we are making progress. So yeah, pretty soon our farm will be big. It's already a lot bigger than what it was, and I mean, we did all of this in a year's time, so we are getting there. So have a good day and see you in the next one.